Hi guys. Hi Geraldine. Hi Sophie. Hi Bosco. Hi Jamie. Hi Terry. Hi Linda. Hi W. You just got W. Will and John. You can all hear me okay, yeah? All good? Perfect. Cheers. Cheers guys. Fabulous. Right, we've got a smaller little crowd today. Generally I send a link out to everybody, but you guys that are here from the previous weeks, I can see there's people that have been here all the time, so that's good. Excellent. Right, so we're going to be we're going to be looking at today, it's an open Q&A session, but we got just a few little things to finish off from last week's membership. And I just want to run through some things because I'm not going to be running Sunday Lives for a little while. The reason being is the people that have done the video testimonial, and I know there's a few of you on there that have. So I'm going to be starting that. So next week, I'm going to be working on, I've prepared a lot of it, but I've got to prepare quite a bit more and put it into a course. Then I'm going to, so it's going to be a live class instead of a webinar like we normally do. So we hold it to a class, and that way I can handhold, take you through some assignments and things like that. It's not going to be too heavy, so don't have to worry that, you know, technically it's going to be hard or anything. It's not. I'm going to handhold you through it all. It's going to be very simple. It's going to be a basic marketing so that you can use it as a platform to build from. Now, some of you guys might already be doing some of this stuff. So, you know, we'll have a big Q&A session that, so it'll be classes that are pre-recorded, and then what I want to do is I want to do some live sessions to talk about those classes. There'll be an assignment at the end of each section to make sure that you are on top of it and you understand it, and I can have a look at what you're doing. It's all private. If some of you want to share some stuff, that's great, but you don't have to. And then we'll work on that. So we'll work through a very measured approach, okay? But it is a basic thing. So it's going to give you a platform to expand on for that. So you guys, I think I've got about maybe 6 places left. So we're getting near the crunch point where I need to start putting it up and issuing it to you. So that's going to happen when we got all 30. They'll all be in there, and then we'll start the live classes. So you can start looking at the content before, and you might not even need the live classes initially to work through some of the assignments. But I'm going to kind of drip it out. So I'm not going to press you. It's not like I'm going to do like the 5-day blogging challenge where you got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. It's going to be done weekly. So you can just build on it. The more you do in each section, obviously, the better it's going to be for you. And lots of you guys that are marketing, you might be marketing multiple courses. So this is going to, you might be just marketing your course for a pre-launch, or you might be trying to market. I know, like William, if William's here, is he here? No, he's got about 30, 40 courses. So what I would suggest is just to market one and use that. And then if you want to work through all the rest, you can. But it can be time consuming when you're trying to do multiple courses, market multiple courses. I only choose one at a time, and then you can sort of get them out. So that's going to happen. So the Sunday Lives are going to kind of finish for a bit, and I'm thinking of starting them again in maybe a month and a half. And I'm going to rework the way we're doing. So there's going to be more on the page. Let me just share my screen just so that you guys know. So on the screen we've got here, under latest live events, I'm going to reset this up. So the next lot of Sunday Lives, I'm going to actually put them all in so you can see exactly what we're doing. And then you can sign up for them straight away and you don't have to worry about it. Obviously, if you can't attend and you've signed up, you're going to get the automations for the replays. So it's worth signing up even if you think you can't attend. That's okay. Tutorials.newzenler.com is where you need to go, because that's where it's going to show all this information. And I want to talk to you about the NZ Masterclass bundle. So what was I going to talk to you about the NZ Masterclass bundle? Yes, I know. All of our live workshops that we've been doing every Sunday. For any of you that haven't attended all of them, you can go into this. So if you're in the NZ Masterclass bundle, that's here. You've signed up for that, which I think you all have. scroll down to the bottom, secondary Zenler courses, and you're going to find in here that we've got live workshops, and all of our live workshops that we've done every Sunday are in here. So we've got quite a few. There's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that'd be 15 with today. You can work your way through those. And we've started with a tour. Then we've shown you how to do the site and page builder. We've done a lot, guys, really. We've done forms and funnels. That was over 2. Emails and users. Then there was a big live Q&A like we got today. Branding and design. That was quite a good one. That had Ian Hamilton in it as well. So then we moved on to a quick tour of course creation. So you see how we built the site. Then we moved into the courses, obviously looked at forms and funnels, and we did that course creation over 3. And then we went into live webinars and classes, and then memberships, which was over 2 things. And we need to finish off a little bit on memberships, because there was a couple of questions asked at the end of the last workshop. I know John sent me some PDFs, so we're going to be looking at that as well. And some people wanted to know how to have it so that you could sell the courses individually and keep them as part of a membership site, and the problems that that will cause as well. So also next week, next Wednesday, after office hours, I'm going to be launching the Zenler template pack. So these are going to be, I'm going to be adding to these, but there's going to be more blocks in here. And there's going to be some more styles put in. And this is basically how you do it all. So what these for, downloading the packs, installing the packs, and customizing the packs. And then we're going to have over here, you can preview each of the designs. Okay. And you can download the packs here. So this is going to be coming out on Wednesday, right? So that's all going on. So there's a ton going on. So I'm cancelling the lives on Sunday to focus my attention on, one, getting this out and adding more themes, and also to do this marketing. So I'm on my own doing this stuff. So I just haven't got enough time to do it. I'm allocated time for Zenler between all my other work projects, and I'm just jumping around too much. It's so I need to just pull back a bit and then refresh myself, get the marketing hand-holding done, and then launch back with this, just to give me a little bit of sort of a relief from it. If you guys were in on, when was it, Friday? Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. I can't remember, all the days have sort of merged into one. I did an 8-hour session. So we wanted to keep doing that. That's the day with Zenler. And it wasn't promoted much because I wanted to trial it with Rakesh was on there, Ian was on for a little bit more. It was successful. We answered lots of questions. There wasn't enough questions, so I had to do a lot of demos on things, and I was kind of like, oh, what else shall I demo? So on the next day with Zenler, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building a site and a course in those 8 hours. And I'm going to be doing that between answering questions. So it's going to be much more focused the next day with Zenler, which is normally going to be about the middle of each month. And we're going to do slots of 2-3 hours, because slots of 2-4 hours just killed me. You know, it killed me. So I wasn't even sure I was going to do this one. So even though Rakesh was there for the last 4 hours, so it's really good. And hopefully I can get Kevin to do a few more, a few more slots in that as well. So that's all that is coming your way. Also, and this is really good, if you guys haven't seen it already, on our YouTube channel, that's youtube.com/c/Zenler, I did a video, and it's in here. You guys, we did forms and funnels, but I was asked by an instructor, is it possible to create one funnel and then branch it? And I was pretty sure that I could do it using the Zender system, but I sort of did this live on the fly, seeing whether I could do it using advanced filtering and automations. And I achieved it in here. From this video, you could look at it like you could almost create a branching questionnaire, if you like. Do you like this? Go, and then it takes you here. Do you like that? Do you like this or that? Then it takes you there. So you could really go to town with this if you wanted to. So this gives you the principle of creating one funnel and then branching it to capture details from 2 different user areas. So in this particular case, I had I'm basing it on a jewelry design course. And coming into the funnel, I would have pro and then hobbyist users. So my goal was to split off the pro and the hobbyist users and send them into their own funnel. Tag them as well, so you know which is which. So this is a good idea, because then you could sell all your basic jewelry courses or hobbyist skills to one section that's tagged, and the more pro courses you could send to the other. So have a look at this 2 branching funnels. Also, while I'm at it, we've done the live events and things, and I was saying to you about recurring lives is going to come out at some point. It did come out, unfortunately, after I'd done that live for you, when I showed you the webinar blocks and the live class blocks. So recurring lives have come out, so I've done a video on that. It's quite detailed, it's about 36 minutes long, and it tells you all you need to know about recurring lives. There might be some questions today from you guys on that, which is absolutely fine. But with this particular video, unlike the new feature of recurring live, I actually test it out. So I test what happens. I set up 2 recurring lives. I run the first one, and then I show you what happens afterwards and how you have to do a little bit of admin work if you're changing the name of it for the next live to carry on. So it's definitely worth you guys looking at these 2 videos. Okay. So that is about it. I'm going to now jump into stop the screen sharing, turn on so you can unmute yourselves. And it is a Q&A session. So if you have questions, before you do, I'm just going to show, John might want to jump on for this one because I've got his little PDF here. Now, last week, I was asked about how we could sort of upgrade. Now I'm asking Rakesh a definitive answer on this, because what I want to know is, with a subscription, is it possible if you unroll them, does the subscription cancel automatically? So basically the user doesn't have to cancel it in their account or any of that. Now, I think the answer is yes. When you do enroll them, it cancels the subscription through Stripe. But I want to get a definitive answer on that from Rakesh. Now, I've also asked, and this is a big one, so and I think it's also in the feature list roadmap, is are we going to be doing an upgrade feature? Because an upgrade obviously would be really good. So you've got a course like this and it's a membership, and you want to then sign someone up, or someone wants to upgrade to the next level. And so you want it to automatically update their subscription. At the moment, we've got it so that you have to cancel the subscription. And I think you can unenroll them and then it cancels. And then they would have to re-sign up and reset the subscription up. So I'm hoping that Rakesh is going to come back to me with that. And when he does, and it will be by the end of the day, I'll make sure I send the answer in the replay email that goes out to you. So you'll see the answer in there, or I might do a video on the replay page just to give you the definitive answer with that. I'm pretty sure, almost 100% sure, that we're going to produce this upgrade feature, which would then, for membership sites, is going to be, brilliant for us. So any questions so far? John's got a question. I'm about to show your thing.
Yeah, okay. Of course, I always have a question. And this is a little bit actually beyond what we've been doing. We've been looking at one site of one school, for instance, but we have access to 2 others. And I am about to create a new school for ukulele. And the question is there any kind of sharing that happens between the Play It creation and UQuest, or is that completely separate?
Yep, absolutely. It's a good question. Yeah, it's something we haven't really touched on, but when you create a new site, so if you've got Pro, you've got up to 3 sites. With Premium, you've got 10 sites. Now, the only common denominator between the sites is your master admin. Okay, so that's the only thing. Other than that, the site is completely independent. Okay. So you can set up your own payment for, you know, you could have a different Stripe account, different PayPal account, you know, set up different integrations. There's no crossover. So there's no, you can't take, lots of people have said, oh, can I take the course from that and put it into that one? No, you can't. It's a completely separate entity, but it's under one umbrella. Okay. So your admin is, your master admin is still your master admin. In your account settings, there has been a few questions asked about this, like when you send out emails, like to a student in there, it shows the other site's details. And I was talking to Rakesh about that. It's something we're going to fix so that it actually shows the site you're in's details rather than the master admin. But yeah, they're completely separate, John.
Okay, good. Thanks.
All right. So let's have a look, see if we've got any questions. All right. So someone's cancelled a question. I'm going to have a look in the chat. Right, we got, that's good. Appreciate. Where do I sign up for the new marketing series? Marketing series, right, okay. There is a few slots left. You just need to go to the NZ Masterclass bundle and you need to scroll down to where it says video testimonial. So let me just share the screen. Here it is here, okay. So it's part of the NZ Masterclass bundle. So you scroll down to the bottom, you click here, and quite a few of you have done it that are actually on here. So you know how easy it is. It's easy, isn't it, Linda and John? Bosco, you haven't sent yours in yet. You did one, but you haven't sent it in. I'm keeping it open for you. So here we go. So you just submit your assignment in here. Okay. Try to do it landscape rather than portrait. Okay, because it means we have to edit it and put you in a little circle and things. So that's where you do it. Hello. Hi, Linda.
Hey, so when I submitted my video, I'm in then? I don't have to do anything else? Oh, okay.
You're in. Everybody that gets the approved, you will have got an approval on that, and I will have answered it. So you'll see in there that everyone that's actually submitted the video. Bosco was the only one that I actually said, can you redo it? It was just a bit, it was brilliant. Don't get me wrong. It was really brilliant. He had loads of graphics and stuff going on, but it was it's more about seeing you and you talking about it. So
I'm redoing it.
You're doing it, right? Okay. All right. So there might be 31 people on the course then. Right. Brilliant. All right. Yeah. So that's where you do it. I'm going to jump now into John's question, because this is a question that I think a lot of you will be interested in as well. And this actually refers to, I'm going to screen share in a second. I'm just getting the PDF. Do you mind if I share this PDF, John?
Sure. Go ahead.
Brilliant. So I'm going to share my screen, going to have a look at it, and John can tell me if I've got anything wrong here. This is John's kind of idea with what he's trying to do here. So he's got a main area, and this is basically going to be free content almost. So it's a really good thing actually what you're doing, John, because he's giving free content away. This could be blogs, and this could be you know, a course, if you like, a free course. And this is really good because this is going to get people in there. People love free, so they're in there. So then he's got coaches and facilitators that are probably going to be talking people in to take the next thing, which is players. And then the one after that is stars. But he wants it under one membership. Now, this is the problem. The problem is that if they're in a bundle and we have 3 of those courses in there, we're going to have a problem with upgrading them to the next level. So I would say with your solution that you've got here is you probably need to do it as 3 separate courses. Okay. Do
you mean three separate memberships?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Until we get that feature of being able to upgrade or switch around plans, that's going to be the option. Okay. Now, what you can do, and we didn't talk about this, I'm going to show you in a minute, is if you have a bundle and you have courses in there, you can actually set them up so that you can still use the bundle, but you can set a pricing plan based up, or a subscription plan based on the course that's in the bundle. So unlike tiers, where, you know, tiers with a normal course, you can set a pricing tier and then you can give people access to section 1 or section 2. You know, and the next plan up can give them access to section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. Next one up could give them access to 1 to 4 and then 5 to 6 as well. So you could open the whole course up. But we still don't break this thing of when someone upgrades, that the original price, if they're paying £5 a month and they upgrade to the players, for instance, they're paying £7.50 a month, let's say, that it doesn't delete that £5 subscription, just puts them on the £7 subscription. So what you've got at the moment is they would be paying the £5, and if you set the players one at £7.50, they would be paying the £5 and the £7.50. So you could, you know, so it's not working as I see it for a membership. It should drop that first pricing plan, and the upgrade should put them straight onto what it should be. And that's what I'm hoping is going to happen with the upgrade service. So I'm going to show you and the other thing with this as well. And guys, stop me if you're not understanding what I'm talking about. Just stop me. Remember last week we set the membership site up. The whole membership was basically based around courses not being for sale individually. So we put them all into a bundle, and then inside that bundle, we could then link them all together. So let me show you what I did for you guys, just as a refresher. If we go into the bundle here, we did this. So this is the bundle access page. And then what we had is we had a beginner's course, an intermediate and advanced course inside the bundle. And we took away all of the dynamic blocks basically, and we put this navigation here into each of the pages. So if I click beginners, we go into the beginners course with the curriculum, or just a page, and then we get intermediates and we jump into another course that hasn't got anything in there at the moment, and then in advanced we've got that. So we could jump around the course and make it look like it's one site. However, if we're selling the courses individually, we have to delete out the menu system, because if someone's buying it individually, they then can't go to the intermediate and advanced because they haven't paid for that course. So it'll basically be a broken link. So if you do want to sell your courses, these courses here, you're going to need to, one, take that navigation so they don't link up, and you also then need to set up a pricing structure for them, and you'll also have to make them non-secret as well, and that way you could sell it as an individual course on its own. All right, is that clear?
Yes.
You've got that, yeah? All right, great.
Linda's got a question.
Hi, Linda.
Hi. So I understand how you set it up last time, but I've been thinking this week how I wanted to set mine up, but I didn't know exactly how to do it yet. But what I was thinking is, because, you know, dogs, they go through different stages, or maybe have different issues with the dog. And so I was wanting to offer like 1 to 3 different options in the workshop. So what you're saying is I have to not link them up if they wanted to buy 1, 2, and 3, or 1 and 3 option kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, what we've done here is we've basically created a massive, great membership area. So, and that's what it is. And that's how I'm looking at this. Like, I'll be adding, because people are paying monthly, I'm adding material in there on maybe the beginners, intermediate and advanced, and maybe I'll add more courses into that bundle. I'm not interested in selling them as individuals. So if you're looking at a way of, are you doing it subscription, Linda, or are you doing it one-off payments?
One-off payments right now. I have courses set up for one-off, one payments, but I was thinking of doing this membership where I'm dripping information to pet parents that can't afford like a one-time thing, but maybe over a 6-month period, I can drip information for them as a monthly basis.
Yeah, well, if you're doing it as, you're doing them as just a one-off payment, it kind of makes it a bit easier. You can probably use, you can probably set them up. I mean, I always like, even if I'm selling an individual course, I always do it with a bundle. I always put that just one course into a bundle. Why? Because it gives me more access pages. So, you know, with a bundle, we get that course access page, and also, you know, in a course we get that course access page. So if I've got it in a bundle, even if it's one course, I then have access to 2 areas. So with what you want to do, you could do the same, but I would break them. I would break them, either use a bundle, put one course in there, and do the same for however many levels you've got. So or you could just set them up as individual courses and skip the membership altogether. Because remember, later on, you might decide, well, okay, I've got these 3 courses. I've got step 1 for dogs, step 2 for dogs, step 3 for dogs, and I'm selling them as one-off payment plans. But now I want to create a membership. I like that content. It's really good. I want to combine it all, set a bundle up, chuck them all into the bundle, and then sell it as a subscription.
Okay.
So that would work as well.
Yes, that would work.
Yeah.
You have to think about the because, for example, not all people have reactive dogs, and that's like a separate issue. But I may just do a separate membership then, or just reactive dogs. Then maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know your market.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're selling a membership, then maybe people like to pick and choose, because if you've got it in a bundle and you've got lots of different things, like, you know, how to train a mild-mannered dog or a crazy dog, you know, people go, well, my dog's mild-mannered, so I'll take that part of the membership. You know?
Well, basically, you know, the puppy goes into adolescence, you know, and then so on. So that's why I was thinking of a long-term kind of membership as their puppy's growing and the issues they run into.
Yeah.
In the 6 months to 1 year.
But I guess you're also going to be doing like lives as well and those sort of things. That lends itself really well to either one-off payments or to set that up in the membership if people are paying. So that could work.
Yes. Yeah, because I already do live classes with some hybrid where I also meet them outside too. But anyway, okay. Thank you, David.
That's all right. That's good. Right. All right. So I want to show you what I want to show you now is I want to show you the sort of tiered method and how it works with courses. Now, if you guys don't know, you can set tiers up for a course and you can pick certain sections out. So I'll just show you quickly. I'm in a course, I'm not in a bundle. So I'm going to go to, if we look in here, the curriculum, we can see the curriculum. I've got module 1, module 2, module 3. So with a single course, you have the ability to be able to break it up, to set a pricing plan based on tiers. So when we talk tiers, we're talking about the sections or the modules that you put in there. So if I wanted to set a tier up for this, but I only want to give people access to module 1, it's really easy to do, and you'll get the idea. I can come into the pricing plan. I could come into a subscription, and then I could go across and set the price for this, sort of, let's say 5, let's give it a name, basic course or beginners or whatever you want to call it, really doesn't matter. And under where you've got here, you've got set tiers. So now what you can see in this course is we can select sections and lessons. So inside here, I have my course curriculum appear, and I can say with this particular pricing plan, I'm only going to give people access to this. And you can come in here and you can turn certain ones off and on. So you can really tailor this to how you want it to work. Generally, people go, okay, that's beginner section 1. So that's why I'm going to select that. It's going to select them all. And once you've done that, and you can create multiple pricing plans and pick more tiers, you can then set them. Some people do them as like bronze, silver, gold, platinum. So you could say that's how it would kind of work. So then you could get finish, and you would have access to, just if someone buys it, to just those lessons you selected in the tier. Now, the good thing about this in a course is later on, you could come in here and you could say, right, actually, now I've got those people in there, but I want to give them access to this as well. And you could do that and you could update it. And it would say apply to all. You go yes, and it would apply to all of them. So that's how you can set a tier for sections and lessons in a single course. Right, so what happens with a bundle where we've got multiple courses in a bundle? Well, this is where it gets quite interesting, because if we come back here to our bundle, remember our bundle contains those 3 courses. So if I jump into this bundle and go to pricing, what you're going to see in here is I have already set things up and I've got tiers on here. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'm going to add a new plan and I'm going to say I'm only going to give access. And by the way, guys, you can do this for one-time purchase, payment plans, free or subscription. So I'm just showing you subscription, but you can do it for all of them. You can set tiers up. So the difference with a single course on its own is you select the sections and the lessons. All right. So, but with a bundle where you've got multiple courses in there, you can actually set which course they get access to. So if I go and select subscription and click next, what you're going to find in here is we have tiers. So if I select £5 for that and just do that, and then I come down to tiers, unlike the course, it's going to give me access to the courses. So I haven't got sections and lessons. Now I have the ability in the bundle to pick the course that is in the bundle. So I can click that. And now if I click finish, it'll only, someone buys this, it'll only give them access to the beginner level in surfing. So this can be really powerful, and it sort of expands on what we talked about last week. So if we look in here, I'm going to show you what I've done. So you can see I've got a free plan, free, reoccurring, no, and I've just got this as a one. I've got this as a free plan, by the way. And if I go into edit, you're going to see down here that all I've got is the beginner's level in surfing. So I basically be giving that one away for free. Okay, and that was on the free plan. So if I go into the next one, which will be level 1 and 2, and we go and edit that, again, you know, it's going to be obvious to you guys now. You've got access to beginner's level and intermediate level. And finally, the last one, we have access to all 3 of the courses in here. And there we go. Okay. Now, if you add more courses later, you click them, apply to all students, and then they get access to more. So that's a way that you can break it up. So if we have a look at this, say the page for it. If I can get into it. There you go. So there we go. We have all these. So we have those plans already. That's the original plan, by the way. So you've got the free plan there. You've got this one, £5 a month to join that one, or you've got that one where you can join that one. So, and if you go into there, it will give them access to course 1, 2, and 3 of that plan. This will give them access to 1 and 2. Okay. So there's loads of different options inside of these things. So I wanted you to know that because it's quite important, obviously, and it could actually make a difference on how you design the site. And also inside the bundle itself, under bundle details, remember, I mentioned this last week, but you can allow automations and drip content for this bundle. And if you just mouse over there, you can see it says, if you enable this option, automation and drip inside each of the content on the bundle will also be enabled. So if you want to, if you're selling that course as an individual course, you might not want the automation to run inside that course. You might want it all to run inside the master bundle, in which case you would turn it off. But if you want the automation to run in each of the courses inside a bundle, you would turn it on. All right. So are we clear on that? It's a little bit, it can be confusing, but you've all got it, haven't you? You've all got it.
Yeah, we say we've got it, but it's going to take some practice, some playing, making a couple of mistakes and going back and fixing them. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys know, you know, you've got to test these things. Linda?
So actually that kind of answered my question earlier, because they can buy 1 or 2 or 3 courses pretty much. Can they go back later and buy the other course?
Yeah.
Do they go back to, I guess, the sales page again, huh? Or
Yeah. I mean, in fact, let's think about this. I mean, if they bought into that course, that first course, on the bottom of the course access page for that course, you could put a call to action. You could put something in the bottom saying if you need to when you need to move on to the next level, and then you could put another call to action there and send them to the next.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So remember, and this is the key, this is what I need you to get across to you, that when we created this menu system here, if they haven't bought all the courses, like if you set that bundle up to only allow them access to beginners level courses, then that's the only one they've got access to. So it means that this button in here and here will not work because they haven't bought it. So you need
can a message come up that would you like to buy this or something like that?
What it will do,
call to action?
No, what it will do by default, it will just take them to the page, to the sales page or the checkout page, and it will just say you are not enrolled in this course. So it's basically they're not going to work. I was really struggling with an easy solution with this. I did come up with an innovative solution to it, which would be to actually put the courses and the content inside an iframe inside the master bundle. But I really don't want to get into that because it's going to, it requires coding and things. So I'm hoping that Rakesh will get this upgrade thing in. Maybe there can be a workaround that we can base something. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, you could set up a bundle for just courses 1 and 2, and then you could set up another bundle for courses 1, 2, and 3. You could set up another bundle for courses 3 and 2. But it could get really messy. I mean, the advantage of bundles is, like I said from the beginning, is that you have these courses and you can reuse them. So you could set up another bundle with just courses, beginners and intermediate if you wanted to. And you know that it's only these 3 courses. If you change the content or add course material into either of the courses, they're going to update through all the different bundles, which is the plus of keeping bundles keeping courses in a bundle. It means you only have to update one. And the other good thing about a bundle is you can set a bundle up, have pricing in US dollars, set another bundle up and have pricing in in GBP. So you can you can use it that way as well. But there's so many different scenarios, and there is some functionality issue, like John said about, and you guys have talked about hitting the upgrade and actually cancelling the first subscription, starting a new one. So there are a few things that need to be done, and we are aware of it, and we're aiming everything towards these kind of membership sites. When we get pages coming out, that's going to be the turning point. It's like I mentioned to you right at the beginning, where at the moment we're having to put loads of courses in there to get access to the course access pages. When we get the ability to actually create course access pages inside a course, it's a game changer, because if we can have that with the upgrade facility of showing only certain pages like tiers at the moment, then it all changes. So yeah, lot to look forward to, but we're not there yet. So Danilo, I'm still not saying your name right, am I?
Close enough. Can you share the screen again of the different tiers pricing? I have a question with that. What you have? Okay. Okay. I had an issue, something similar to this before. I don't know if this has been. So if you are in level 1 and 2, you purchase that, and this question is for one-time purchase, not for membership.
Okay.
So you purchased level 1 and 2 for $5, let's say, right? £5, whatever currency that is. So if I want to move to the plan 1, 2, and 3, then it's going to cost me 7.5, or it's going to cost me the difference between the one I paid to begin with and the new one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, it's going to cost you whatever you've put in there.
Okay.
Because that's like the upgrade thing, you know. We can get an upgrade so it takes the difference off. I mean, some people use it's a bit messy at the moment because some people are sending coupons out and things.
Okay.
To give people the difference. I mean, if you wanted to say sell, they've bought level 1 and 2 and they say, I want to upgrade to 1, 2, and 3, you could do a coupon giving them £2.50 off, or however much you want to give off, and then you could send that coupon to them. They've got to go there. But in the ideal world, what we'd want them to do is just to upgrade with subscriptions, but one-off payments, they pay £5. If they're upgrading to 1, 2, and 3, then they pay whatever it is.
Okay. So the workaround is give them a coupon, but it's not an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's like you're almost giving them. I mean, if you're, is it worth? I mean, you've got to say to yourself, is it worth giving them access? Isn't it worth just like if you're doing a one-off payment, isn't it worth just having course 1, course 2, course 3 as one-off payments, as separate courses? Because when they go in there, if they buy level 1, they're going to buy it at that price. When they buy level 2, they're going to buy it at that price, and you're not confusing it. And also someone could come in and go, well, I don't want 1 and 2. I've read about them. I already know about that. I just want to buy 3. And they just go in and buy 3. So unless you're running a membership site, then I don't think it's worth having this, having them all together like plan 1, 2. I mean, with surfing, you can see how it could really work well as a membership site with the intermediate, beginners, intermediate, and advanced. But even that, I could sell them as individual.
Well, no, I mean, the idea will be to give them an incentive. Like if you buy individual courses, like buy several and you get a discount, right? So it's $5.55 if you buy individually, but if you buy 3, it's $12, right? So it's like you give them an incentive to buy several courses at once as opposed to one off. So that's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I understand that, but that's what coupons are good for, you know, because you'll be sending out, as I do, like my courses at £100 each, and now and again, not very often, I'll send a coupon out to some of my Facebook group that are not in the course with a discount for a certain day to use it up, and they come in and buy it. So that's their incentive to buy. But you could do that. You could send a mail out for people that have already bought course 1 and say, look, I want to get you onto course 2. Here's a little bit of a discount to course 2. And then you can just target those people that are already on the course. So, yeah, I mean, Danilo, however you want to roll with it.
Okay. I just want to make sure that that capability existed or not. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, you've also got remember, you've also got bump and you've also got upsell as well. So on the thank you page, you could, once they've bought it and they've gone through to the thank you page, you could set up a coupon link saying buy this now, get 20% off. And that link could link straight through to the next course. So you might get a sale straight away. And then you could do when they go through that course, you could give them another upsell to come back and jump across. So that's worth thinking about, because if they've already bought it and you want to give them an incentive to buy the second course, think about putting a upsell in there. So on the thank you page, they get like a little bit of a discount. Then they'll come back. It's done all the time. You've probably seen it all the time where you buy something and they say, do you want to buy this extra? It's this much off. So that's like a general way of doing it.
So you can have another course as a bump? That's interesting concept.
Yeah, bump. I'd probably use it on the upsell right at the end. So basically the thank you page, when they go through to the thank you page, they'll get a option to do that. We covered it in one of the workshops. I think it was the course creation workshop, but if you go, you're going to see on the thank you page here, if I go into the edit, I would override it. At the moment, you click it and it goes straight through, but I would override it with a coupon link. Oh no, sorry, I manually, this is a manual page. I got rid of the normal thank you page, but you could create another button and you could just say here, do you want to take that course, have 20% off? And then you could just basically link it to the coupon link for 20% off, and then they could buy it that way. That's how I would do it. So, because with the thank you page, they've definitely gone through with the transaction and bought it. So they're on that page, but it's up to you. It's an option. Maybe I'll do a video on that. I've done one on upsells, but I think I'll do a video on this and put it into our Zenler. So I'll send it to you guys, yeah?
Well, I mean, the generic issue is you have, I mean, in my case, I'm planning to have 10 different courses, and it's just a matter of how do I combine those courses in, do I do bundles, bump? I mean, this is like the generic issue. You have so many options that it's like, what is the best combination? So I'm going to have 10 business related, courses. How do I combine them beyond just having individually sold? And that's the dilemma.
Yeah, it is. And that's probably the hardest thing, not actually using the platform, but not realizing what you can do with the platform, but also working out how you're going to structure the way that you're selling. Personally, I keep everything, probably because I'm a bit simple. I just try to keep things simple. I just have individual courses on subjects that I just sell them. And then if people are interested in one subject and there's another one related to it, I just send an email out to them, sometimes giving them a discount, or sometimes just informing them, giving them some screen grabs and things, or links to videos that are in the course that I've done on my YouTube channel. So look, take a look at this if you're interested, buy this course. So that's how I do it. I keep it very simple. So I just reach out to my students. Good reason for doing that is that you're communicating with them. So you're keeping up that rapport with your students, rather than it just sitting on a screen and people going, oh, well, I could buy that. Oh, that's part of that. Well, that's part of that. If you keep everything really, really simple for people and not overwhelm them with too much content, that's good. If you've got 10 courses, definitely think about breaking them into different sectors so it doesn't become too much, with nice graphics. A lot of people use the static graphics that are, the dynamic blocks. I personally steer away from it because I don't think they look exciting. So like you see on the pages that I'm doing here, I stay away from using those sort of dynamic blocks that are in there, and I use my own just because it looks a lot more exciting. When you go through the pages, you see your own bits. I have here, and I set up all my own blocks. By the way, also, just as a quick side note, if you notice this video here, it's actually transparent. I noticed the other day, if I click play to the video, it will come up like this. But if I refresh the screen, you just go on there. This is transparent. Just as a little side note, if you upload a transparent PNG file as the thumbnail to the video, you can get it to go transparent like this. Just a little tip. All right. So how are we doing, guys?
David, Mary Mac's got a question about a free membership and a paid private membership, to which I think the answer is yes, but maybe you could go to that question.
Right, is that, where is that?
Says, I'd like to have 2 memberships, one basic level, which I will market to the public, and another that would be high level, completely private by invitation only. The high level would not have a public link, so private. Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so if they're paying for it, then you just make the course secret so it doesn't show up. You can open an enrollment as well. What you might want to do if you're sending out a mail is you might want to just open it up at the price and then close the pricing as soon as it closes. So you have a date that you could open it up and close it. Depends how they're paying as well. If you're going to do it on the platform, that's good. If you're going to do it off the platform, then you can manually enroll them. So again, it would be up to you. But yeah, have a free one. I love free courses because it just gets so many people into your platform. And if they're interested and they like the way you teach, then they generally buy. So yes to that one, John. Yeah, you're right. So I think I've got some other questions in here. Can people go back to buy other courses they didn't buy originally? Yeah, they can. If they didn't buy the course.
You already answered that for me. Sorry. Yeah, this is Linda. You already answered that for me. Thank you.
Oh, that's you. Yeah. Terry, wondering. Geraldine, question. I set membership with a course. I used the curriculum for Get Started Welcome Pack. Can we edit the words back to curriculum in the top right corner? Yeah, Geraldine, any of the text that's dynamically generated on a page, and we can change. So let me close a few of these windows down before I lose everything, and I'll show you where it is. It's really easy. Just go into site languages and we can change it all. So let me go into here and view one of the courses. I'll just give you an example here. So I'm going to go into this one. I'm just going to view the curriculum here. So next lesson there, if I wanted to change that, I can go into the site, under site. I can go down to languages and I can come down to the course player. All of these tags relate to what it's related to. So course player, you're going to open this up and you're going to see a load of words. These are words that are pulled in by the system. Okay, so in your case, you wanted to change the back to curriculum. You can go and change it there and it'll update. But I wanted to change this to next lesson. So I'm going to find it first, and this is the hard bit. There it is, next lesson. So if I change this as mark as complete, something like that, and then I click save, this will be what it is now. So you can see what it was before and what you change it to. So now if I come back into this and I hit the refresh button, it's going to change in here. There we go. So everywhere where there is a dynamic bit of information being pulled in by the system, generally, not in all cases, but in most cases, you can change the text for it. So back to curriculum, you could change that to something else, okay? So that's how you do it. And a lot of people are using this area to change the languages of their site. So by default, you can, if you've got a language that you use, you can go in here and select that language. A word of warning, if you highly edit this and then you change the language and then you change it back to English, it will default to the defaults and you'll lose all of that information. It's really important to remember that because a few users quite a while ago had that problem. But that's where you can change it all. So in this case, it was the course player, but we've got general messages in here and you'll see that enroll now. You could change that to sign up now or whatever. You've got the checkout area where you can say redeem or change coupon for something else. One that I haven't changed over is zip code because we use postcode. So that would be something I would change. And then we also have what's written in the funnels, what's written for affiliates, for the checkout, as I've already mentioned, general. And this bottom one is for the system emails. I know we've had a course on this, so you guys know about the system emails in there, but you can basically go in there and change the default emails that go out to your users. So yeah, so hopefully that's answered that one. Right, good. Right, any other questions?
David,
Hi, Bosco.
Hey, hi. Oh, can I ask you a question?
You all right?
Yeah, I thought somebody else is asking a question. Okay.
No, I think you're okay.
Okay. I'm trying to get my head, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my head around this bundles thing. I mean, I've been listening all this while. I mean, I've got individual courses. The concept of bundles is basically to give somebody a lot of options. Is that what it's all about? I mean, that means somebody would like to try this and try that or try. Is that the concept of bundles? I mean,
no. Bundles, all you need to think of is bundles are, it's like a big box and you're putting your presence inside the box. So that's how it is. So if you want someone to have access to 3 courses, you could put 3 courses in the bundle and they would have access to them. The other good thing about bundles is, like we've looked at, it creates that extra course access page that you can almost use as a home page. You think of it as like a home page, and then you can go off to the different courses that are inside the bundle. Now, what is also good is, like with a standalone course, if you want to add content, you would add more content into the curriculum. But you might want to add content into the curriculum, but you might not want it in that particular course, because maybe you've put a course in there as Beginner's Guide to Surfing, and later on you decide, well, I want to now put intermediate or advanced level into surfing. So the only option you'd have with existing students that are in there is to actually build it in there and maybe rename the course. But with a bundle, you could have them in there as Beginner's Guide, and you could just create a brand new course that they haven't got access to at the moment. You can call it intermediate, create another course called advanced, and you can take both those courses and throw them into the bundle. Next time the user comes in there, he's got access to 3 new areas. So it's a really good way to split it up. That's why I was saying to you that I tend to use bundles for, I don't use standalone courses. I just do a standalone course and I put it in a bundle, because it gives me that extra flexibility of having another page, a course access page, that I can send. I could put other content in there. I could do news flashes, things like that. And then I've got the main course nicely on its own, nicely organized and separate. And I can build on it. So later on, I might decide, well, I want to do a course on fitness or something like that. And I can throw that into the bundle as well. And again, my students have got access to it. I could do a course on anything, so, and put it in there. So it's basically a holder that you can use to organize things inside the actual bundle itself.
It has to be a membership type, like, can it?
No,
not necessary. Oh, I see.
Yeah. You can use the same plan options. You can do it as, like Linda's talking about. She's doing a one-off payment, so she's just trying to think what's going to be the best solution for her. But you could do it as free. You could do it as free. You could do it as the payment plan, subscription, or the one-off payment.
Okay.
But
because,
it does give you that flexibility.
Basically, we promote ACCA. We just do one subject, but like a bundle, maybe I could add in other things like memory hacks or how to study or other things inside the bundle, which can be complementary, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah.
And what's great about that is if you're doing it, like we created that whole membership site, if you're doing that sort of thing, everything's really clean. like, because like you don't have to use the curriculum if you don't want to. You could just use the page. Like, we built that page out, so you could add another page in there. You could, like Linda was talking about, doing archives of videos and things, so you could do an archive course, put it in there. So you could take older content, put it into another page. And to do that, you can't do that in a course. Well, you can, but you'd have to put it at the end or in a new section, and then you'd have to use you wouldn't be able to use the page builder. The good thing about the course access page is we can use the page builder. Now, Bosco, I'm not saying this is the only way that you can do it, because we're going to bring out these new features where you can add extra pages. And when that happens, you might not have to do what we're doing here to create all these pages to create a master membership.
Okay.
Is that clear? Do you get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant. Good. Right. Someone else had their hand up.
David, Leave had a question. Leave Swindon had a question that you asked him to bring today from Friday.
All right. So,
What you were just talking about may be the answer to that question. It sounds pretty complex.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll read my question. Sorry, Lee, I didn't get a chance to go through that. I've just been so busy. So I pasted my question in. I'm building a membership now on a pro plan. I tried to set it up as a bundle. Problem is that I have 3 main topics, and I would like to keep one separate, but in one membership, so students can roam the one topic to another. Can I do that on a course access page of the bundle? As each topic has its own.
Yeah, David, I'm known to complicate things more than I have to, I know. No, basically, I'm building a membership and a membership only, and I have 3 main topics. And what I really would need is bundles in bundles, I think, or extra pages. Because on the main page, I wanted to have the 3 topics and then have them divert to other access pages to keep them separate. And on each access page, I would like to have the basics, the advanced, the library of the lives and everything like that. And I do not get my head around how I can do it.
Leave, this is John. That sounds like courses in a bundle, like each of the topics is a course.
Yeah.
No, not really. I have 3 topics, and for each topic, I would like to have multiple courses and multiple libraries. So it's actually like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be a big challenge to do.
I know.
Because because of the way that you've got it. So there, you've got 3 people. You've got 3 members in there as well, have you?
No, I'm planning to absolutely close off the entire membership. So if someone comes in, he gets everything at once. Okay,
yeah. Good. So what you're going to have to do, and it's going to take you a while, is you're going to have to do what I did with those 3 sites, but you're going to have to keep breaking it down.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, because like let's have a look at the page here. So if I go back to the curriculum here, what we've got, let me go back to home.
Mm-hmm.
This is our, let's call this our home, our main home page of our membership. So at the moment, what we've got is we've got it going through to a beginners, intermediate, advanced. Now, what you're talking about is if you went through to beginners, and then underneath beginners, it said something like beginners 1, beginners 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to plan it, for one thing. You're going to need to write all this down on a bit of paper and do like little lines going out from it. You're going to need to come into here, and you're going to, on the first part when they go through, you're going to basically take out all of the curriculum for here.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to create the other 2 buttons going to the 2 other areas. That's all. Rather like we did for this homepage. And then finally, they're going to end up at the course where they want to go. So all the way through, you're going to be changing the navigation to go back 1 step, and also to go back to the original home, and maybe to put the other buttons in there to get to other places. So it's going to be really important that you do a little graph of where things are going.
So does that mean that I use the course access pages of the other courses also? I can do that. Okay, because I was that far already, but I thought maybe there will be a hiccup behind that if I do that. No.
No, because you're basically, let me go in, like it's intermediate level surfing here. So
you know why, David? Because you're talking about the bundle, and that's what confuses me, because you put all the courses in the bundle, and then you were talking about the access page of the bundle, and from there everything starts. And then I was thinking, so I have to stay on that access page of the bundle to be in the right. No.
Yeah, I mean, what you're doing is really complex. You know, you're building.
I know.
You're building a system through. So, like for instance, this page here, like we talked about, under those pages, when you're in the course access page of this, you can go through and you can wipe out the content and put whatever content you want in. So if you created another course, you could send them straight to that course, or you can, and that course you could just use as an access page.
Okay.
Only when I get to the final destination do you then create a curriculum and put your content in. But you're going to probably be using other links, creating more of a menu system to jump back. Now, Laura, that's the really complicated way of doing it. But what about this? I don't know if this will work for you. Instead of creating multiple courses to just be using the course access page, what about actually just creating a menu system inside the original page? So the original course access page. So here, inside this page, you could just create a link, or multiple links. You could have, like, saying beginners guide here, and then under here you could have topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, and then that button can take them to that course access page.
That was actually what I had in mind. But from the 3 different course access pages, I would link to other courses. Yeah. So having the main one from the bundle, and then having the 3 different topics, and from that course access pages to use them as like the main page for all the rest, for the navigation to all the other courses.
Yeah, I mean, you just basically, this main this is just the bundle. This is just the bundle access page, yeah? Right, so under here, so if we've got, say we've got beginners, and we've got, let's call them 1, 2, and 3. So I could, in here, just in this page, this one course access, bundle course access page, I could put 1, and then a link going to course 1's access page with the content in it. Then I could have a button here, 2, and then again, that goes to the course access page of 2, and 3 goes to course access page of 3 for the beginners. So then down here for intermediate, if I did exactly the same, I could access the courses for intermediate and advanced. Now, the good thing about this is it's so much simpler than what you're trying to do. And
I know. No.
And the other thing is it keeps it in one place, and means that from an administration point of view, it's really easy for you to maintain.
I thought it was going to be a little bit too overcrowded on one page.
Yeah, but I mean, you could, I don't know, how many courses in total have you got?
I'm creating them as we speak. So as you say, you first have to think about how you will build your membership, because when you begin to add, you have to have a clear view at the beginning. So I will have per topic, we will have like 4 or 5 basic courses and 4 or 5 advanced, and then you have the libraries where the lives go in per topic, where I have like products, interviews and things like that. So they're all different databases if you want.
Yeah.
So per topic, I have the same outline, and it will, over time, it will get a lot.
Right. Okay. So what you might want to do is you might want to do a cross between both methods we've talked about. You might want to do a cross between this method, the simpler method, and the really complicated method. So instead of sending them to all of the courses in one thing, you could just send them straight to the course access page for that and put them all in that page.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that way it will shorten the thing down, but it's how far you're going to go later, because if you wanted to, you could also put like a next button in there, or you could use something like the FAQ block, or you could do a drop down menu to access the information. So you can make a complicated menu system work and look simple in one page if you want to. It's just how you lay it out. I mean, you know how many courses you're going to reach eventually, but that's what I would suggest to do. If the multiple pages come out, this would be perfect for you, because you could just create multiple pages. Yeah, I would personally, I would opt for the simpler solution. Okay. So.
No, I'm known to complicate things, but I thought I'd jump in with a question to make sure that I do not do all the work, and then I have to retake it at the beginning. I was not very keen on that. So
no, I think it's good. I mean, whatever you do, because you're going to be creating the content, the main content for each of the subjects in one course anyway. So if you've got all those main courses, that's the time consuming bit. Adding this bit will be complicated, and you're going to go mad because you're linking around. But later on, if we add pages and things, because you've got the main content in the courses, it's going to be easy to bundle them up and repackage it all anyway. So I think you'll be okay. But I think all of us would like to see your site when it's finished, because take us on a tour, wouldn't we? Because it's going to be mind-blowing.
I will think about that, really. I will share it with you guys.
See you.
David, I've got a question on that page that you were just showing.
What's that?
Well, that's the membership page, right? That you're showing there, where you can go to beginners, advanced, and or intermediate and advanced. Can you link to a hidden bundle from here? Can the bundle be hidden so nobody can buy it? You just buy the main membership thing, and it's only when you buy that, then you come here, and now you can get to the hidden bundles, which have the courses individually, which may be Danilo's answer as well.
Yeah. Well, in actual fact, all of these courses are hidden. You cannot go in, because I've set no pricing plan on any of this. Yeah, you can't buy any of these courses. So
sorry, I'm drawing a distinction between a course and a bundle, though. Can you have a hidden bundle?
No, because you can't. They would have to buy it. You can put a course in a bundle, but you can't. Right, let's get this right. You cannot put a bundle in a bundle. Right. There's no way of doing that. So the only way to maybe what you could do, if you wanted to enroll someone in a secret bundle, okay, and you know how to make the bundle secret. If you would, there's still a chance that someone could find it if you make them secret, because it just hides them from the front end. It doesn't actually make them secret. The way you can stop people buying it is to disable the checkout page, which we talked about, where you can just remove the checkout block and no one can buy it. So you could set up another bundle with whatever content you want in there, but if it's going to be added to a bundle, or seem that it's added to a bundle, you would need to use something like Zapier. So with Zapier, you can tell it, you can set a Zap link up saying when someone enrolls in a certain course, in this case, you can say enroll them in the secret bundle. And then you'll know that anyone who enrolls in that course will have access to the secret bundle. And so on the CTA page that you set up, this main bundle access page, you could then put another CTA in here and you could give them access to the secret bundle. So without using a Zapier or Paybly, you're not going to be able to get it to show without them actually purchasing it or you manually enrolling them into the course. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good, yeah. So you can do it, but it's like, why would you want to do that, John? Got a reason for that?
I'm just thinking of Lee's question, thinking, okay, how else might we game the system?
Right, good.
And I know the other answer is it's coming.
Right, yeah. All right, guys. So any more questions in the chat? Yeah, if it's a longer question, if you can chat, that's better for me. All right, got one from Wendy. A question for a course with dripped content. Can I have welcome module dripped immediately on enrollment and the rest of the modules dripped on specific day? No, you can drip them as you set up the drip. So you can't set a different drip from the drip. So once you set the drip, that's it, it's dripping out. But what you could do is when someone enrolls, you could use automations to send the welcome email to them and put whatever you like in there. If the welcome module drips straight away, or you could just send them to a page with a welcome message or something. I think that's what you wanted to know. All right. Right. Okay. Any other questions, guys? If not, I can finish early.
I have a request, David.
Go on.
In the Q&As, because there's no main topic and the questions come as they come. Do you have somebody who could make a list of the questions that are discussed?
Oh, through here. Well, I think you asked this before, John, but I think I forgot. But you mean, do you want to download the transcript of the chat?
Not so much. Or the point in the video that we should go to look for the answer to that question.
Oh, God, that'll take me hours.
That's why I said, do you have somebody who could do that? Somebody in India, you know?
No one wants to do it.
You don't have people, David?
No, it's just me. It's just me. I take on these crazy things. It's like they were sort of looking at me like I was mad when I was going to do the 8-hour session, but I get it in my head and I can't stop myself. So yeah, maybe we can. I'll ask Rakesh if they can get someone to try and add the time codes. I know we do that with office hours, but it's office hours only on for half an hour, so it's not so much of a challenge. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, remember these videos go on Searchy. They go on to our NZ Masterclass bundle. So at the top where you got the search, it actually transcodes it. So if you type in there a word, it will come up with what you want. So that's been quite helpful for people. But I get what you mean. I get what you mean, John. Yeah. Linda's laughing. Why are you laughing?
You don't get something unless you ask for it. So you may as well ask.
Oh, absolutely, John. Yeah, you're just making it back. Good. All right. Okay. So question, where can I find info on tier memberships? So Geraldine, if you go into our training on the tutorials site, then which is tutorials.newzenler, you're going to go into the NZ Masterclass bundle. And if you just go into our live workshop there, you're going to see one on course creation. Or if you want to be really speedy about it, you can go into the NZ Masterclass bundle, and at the top where we've got our search along here, just type in their tiers, and then you'll have probably about 10 videos come up that will tell you all about tiers. But tiers is really easy. Tiers on courses, like I showed, was just you can select the sections or the lessons. And if you're using tiers within a bundle, you can select the course that they get access to, and that's it. So it's pretty easy. All right, guys. So Danilo, have you got a question?
Yeah, you made me like I'm thinking, right? Well, I'm thinking about the automations for the bundle. Can you do automations for within the bundle, but filter for a course? I don't know how to ask this question. Like if I just want to send automation for people within a course, can I do that?
No, it's good. I think I know what you mean. So if someone,
yeah, I just try. I mean, this bundle thing is just making my head explode. To tell the truth.
Right. Okay. So I think it's a good. Yeah, no, bundles does that. But
well, I mean, I'm used to course by course now.
They're going
Suddenly I
outside.
have this super weapon.
Well, Laura
here
wanted
that
to go outside.
Okay. Well, Laura can go outside.
Yeah.
I want to take a shower.
Go.
So Hannah and Laura's going back outside.
Oh, there we go. Jamie just was unmuted. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put together a graphical representation of what's going on with the bundle. It might make it a little bit easier with some case studies on how it might be used. I think that's going to help a lot of people out.
Right. Because I purchased a membership for a course that I'm in, and I'm getting automated email, but all of them have to do with the whole thing. And so when I take individual courses, there's nothing specific about the course. Any type of automation or whatever it is, complete the lesson or anything specific about that course. So I don't know if there's a possibility to do that, to have automations at the bundle level plus automation at the course level at the same time. I guess
yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping up very soon, guys. But yeah, you can absolutely, because like in the bundles, do you remember we went into here? You can have automations for the bundle. Okay, they can be set up however you like. But remember, if you have automations set up in the courses that are in the bundle and you turn on this, then both will fire. So automations for the bundle will go out, and automations that are in any of the courses will also go out. So if you only want the information, the automations to go out from the courses, okay, and not from the bundle itself, then just make sure that none of your automations are published in here, and then it will only send out from the course.
Okay. Oh, all right, good. That's easy. That's easy. You got me.
Yeah, I know it's really complicated, because you can say, because if you think about it, you could be right, okay, well, with automations, because I've got them running out through the course. So as soon as someone signs up, they're going to automation, they'll fly out of the courses. But what you can do is you could set automations to one welcome email to come out from the bundle on 0. So when they enroll, and then in the courses, you could go into each of the courses and say, like 2 hours later, send this one out. And then you could go into the other course, 3 hours later, send this one out from enrollment. And that way you would get them all flying out nicely. But a lot of people don't do that, and they just turn it all on, and then they've set them all to go out 0 hour when someone enrolls, and they get a plethora of emails. So you need to be testing.
Yeah, or you're going to have a live class from a course only. You probably don't want this to come from the bundle automation. You want it to come from the course.
Yeah, but whatever you choose. Because
all right, cool. So you do have the flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely. Because me personally, I just want to tell people I just want to use one automation method. I don't want any of the automations to fly out from the courses. I just want to keep it all in the bundle, because then I've got control. So I say, welcome to all of these courses, and I write all these courses down. You've got access to all of these courses. And then a day later is, have you been into this course? Have you seen this? So by doing it in one place, it's easier. But some people turn it on and it just hits people with a ton of emails, which is never a good idea. Yeah. So that's why we say test, test, test. Test that you're not being overwhelmed by a ton of emails. Is that all right?
All right.
Good. Excellent. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to finish up now. It's coming to 6 now. I will on the replay page, I will put a few things on there, such as the video and some links and things. But remember, if you want to join me for the marketing, make sure that you sign up for the video testimonial. Like I said, there's about 6 or 7 places left, I think. And I'm going to be working on this next week. I'll inform you guys. I'll send you emails because I've got you all tagged in the system. So I'll send you emails whenever I'm doing the next live. And I'll also be posting them on Facebook as well. Also, stay tuned for the mid-month. And we're going to be sending emails out telling you that we've got another day with Zenler. So it's 2 3-hour slots. We'll just keep you up to date on everything. And I know Kevin's going to be launching a few things now. I think he's going to pretty soon going to be doing the new blog challenge. So he's going to be talking more advanced blog stuff. I'm going to be still doing videos and tutorials. And when I start doing the Sunday lives, I'm going to start doing some cool things. So we're going to start looking at how to make your blogs look better and things like that. And I might even pull a few bits of information across from the marketing course as well, if you haven't managed to get in there. All right, guys, really good to see you. Really appreciate you all turning up. And yeah, I will see you soon, but take care. Yeah.
Thanks for these, David. Appreciate it.
Bye.